Hi, I'm Alexa. This is the Real Life Alexa channel. And when I started this channel, I started it because one, I wanted to learn how to do videos. Two, I wanted to become more confident and more natural in the way I was talking and presenting myself as we move into this digital age with the COVID pandemic. I work from home, I'm on Zoom all the time. I felt that there was a lot there that I could help myself with if I were to practice. I also present at conferences sometimes, and some of them are virtual. But this also, even though this is virtual, can help me and has helped me be a little more natural when I present in person as well. So a lot of reasons in there that were personal, and that was the impetus for starting it. Will I and do I feel grateful when I am able to connect with other people and bring a smile to their day, make them feel less alone, all of those good things, help them in some small, tiny way? Yes, I do. And I would love to do more of that. And I would love for my videos to reach more people. For them, the video that they need, not necessarily every video of mine, right? Like, there's something for everyone on this channel, I believe, I hope. I would like to get to that point. One of the other things that I've been very much pursuing and hopefully encouraging those of you who do watch to do is to continuously learn. I have a series of videos, a playlist called Learn with Lexa. It is stuff that I'm either looking up and sharing when I'm learning it, or I've learned it before and it's important and has changed my life. And if other people learn it, hopefully it could help their lives too. Then I started gardening. There's these things that I've been trying to do to get myself out of my apartment, out of my, most people would say, boring routine. I like my life, but I understand my life is quiet, and most people would be like, we don't do much. I do what I like to do, right? And I appreciate a slower pace living here in Iowa. I was in the city with my sister a few weeks ago in New York, and it was so busy. It was so much noise and energy and movement, and literally no just quiet, empty space, right? Out here in Iowa, there's so much space, and it's amazing. It's beautiful. It's, if you haven't been, it is quite gorgeous in my opinion. But I also know that if I want things in my life, I have to change the things I'm doing, because the things I'm doing obviously have not brought me to the point of having whatever I want in my life. One of the things I do daily lessons on Duolingo to try and learn Spanish. And I've been doing them for roughly 3 years. It's actually probably closer to 4 at this point. I'm trying to think when I first started them. I also, as a child, and a young adult, I would read a lot. And I read more fiction when I was younger. And I kind of got to a point, and I don't know when this happened. I think I was working 2 jobs and doing my MBA, and I was reading all of the reading for that. But I really stopped reading books. And over the years, I've read other like self-help books and stuff and all of that before, but I kind of stopped because there was just too much. There was too much other stuff that I was learning. And moving with books is difficult. I stopped buying books, and that was sad because I really do like having books around me. So I've gotten to a point where I am open to sort of revisiting my love of books, and I get really kind of bummed when I like read a new fiction and it's either someone I've already read before, so I'm like, oh, I'll like it because I've liked their other stuff, and I'm like, it's just the same formula again and again, and that gets really annoying and boring for me. Or it's someone I've never read before, and I'm like, well, this was a bad choice, and I make myself get through the book, but I'm like, well, it wasn't good. And then I'm like, well, I obviously can't pick books. So now I do actually have 4 different books on the go, and I have about 5 books that I have to read. I just picked up a couple that were recommended by some of the people I watch on YouTube. and they're kind of, I haven't started them yet, but I've got the Spy the Lie is one, and I've got this Data Bias in a World Designed for Men, where we have invisible women. So those are two I will be reading, and we'll probably do a book review on them once I get through them. This one was given to me. It's called Small Brave Moves. Not so sure I like the message. Not so sure I like the book itself. Then I have another book we're doing with leadership at my work. I bought it to read. It had been recommended to me so many times, and I know of the author. I know of the concept. I've seen the TED Talks. I've read the articles. I've read this, that, and the other, but I never read the book itself. So I'm in the middle of that one. That one I do like. I will be probably doing a book review on that. I've been doing some of the other things that I've tried to do to break myself out of my normal routine, my habits that I've picked up, right? The garden has been something that I have definitely taken proactive steps to get out and go and do, learn things. I feel pretty good about this year. I haven't been there much in the past couple weeks for a few reasons. There's really nothing to harvest. The only stuff left, I haven't cleared like the corn stalks and stuff, but the only thing really left growing is the pepper plants. So they were getting to the point where they definitely needed like a week or so at least in order to harvest. So I'll be going back, but I am a little worried that they're not actually sweet snacking peppers, which is what I had bought. So we'll find out. But do I want to do it again next year? I'm not sure. We'll see. It got me out of my apartment. It got me in nature, and I very much enjoyed the peace and the space and the green and the dirt. I don't really like dirt, but it was weird to just be able to be connected to the earth and not be worrying about stuff. It's very, weeding is boring, but it's also a really good time to think. All of this stuff, and where I'm going with this video, which is kind of winding, is that right now I feel like I have two distinct big choices, but definitely a bunch of choices in front of me. I have two distinct choices for this channel. One is pretty probably obvious, right? I do longer form videos. They don't get as many views no matter who the creator is. Longer form videos don't get as many views, and people don't watch through to the end. That's what it is. The best thing you can do for me is to watch the whole video, to like it, and to share it. That's what it is. So do I move to shorts? The shorts that I have put up in, especially some of the more recent ones, and I haven't done as many as I'd like to, but they've gotten more views. They feel a little more simple for me in terms of energy, and the amount of thought that I have to put into a 3-minute video is a lot less than what I need to do for this longer video. This one's winding. It's all over the place. The second distinct choice is the content. I am so grateful for those of you who are here watching. I'm so grateful for those, especially those who have been here from the beginning, almost the beginning, who watch practically every video, who are open to hearing and sort of talking about any topic I'm putting up, right? There's some of you who are not Everton fans and you still watch my Everton videos and you comment on them. And it's so grateful. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for that. There are people who are Everton fans who've watched some of my other videos and been like, oh, okay, yeah, let's talk about this, right? Love it. Thank you. Thank you for being here. But there's stuff that I'm super passionate about, that should not take up the majority of our time as private citizens. We should not have to worry about our government on a flippin' hourly basis. It's not even daily anymore. It's like hourly, hour by hour, what new thing is going to happen. We shouldn't have to. Now, I like government and politics and sociology and economics and all of that stuff that goes in with civics and being a part of it all. But not everyone does. And there's so much news out there, and it is overwhelming. So is there an opportunity for me to do shorter videos that break down some of what is going on, make it a little more manageable to deal with versus an hour-long news program, right? Or reading a newspaper or online newspaper at this point? Is there an opportunity for me to also, in that content, not let it be all negative? I have been struggling this past 2 weeks. I think I might have picked up a virus in my travels, so I wasn't really too well for a little bit of it. And just that energy drain has an effect on all of us when you're not feeling well. Also, the Oasis shows are over. I spent close to a year being excited, looking forwards to it. So what do I have to look forwards to next, right? And there's a natural thing that happens with big events that you're looking forward to, where you get home and you're like still on a high, and then like it's normally a week or two after, but a little bit after, all of a sudden you realize like, oh, I don't have anything to look forward to. And we all sort of feel this crash. A lot of us do. So I think that has sort of set in that, oh my gosh, I've seen them and now I don't have a new show to go to, and I would love to see them again. So I think that a bunch of other stuff has happened. Work is very crazy. I don't understand how this year has been just constantly like at a 10 versus being up and down, because normally it's up and down. And then the news is psychologically weighing on all of us, and the flood the zone tactic that they've used we knew it was coming and we knew it would be difficult. So how do we fight against that, and how do we stay positive? When I come to do my videos, there's stuff that I want to talk about that's quite reactionary, and I don't want to be reactionary in my videos because we don't always have all of the information when we very first react. So where is that balance between my content of being uplifting and helpful and kind? Kind is also saying that's a stupid idea to a friend who is thinking of doing something they've done before that hurt them. And you're like, are you kidding? You're really going to go and hurt yourself again, right? Like, there's a kindness in that as much as there is uplifting them and saying, if that's your choice, I'm behind you, I'll support you, right? You know the consequences. I'm here for you. Let's do it, kind of thing. So these are the choices, and every one of us has choices in front of us. And it feels like we should be doing something big, at least for me. I feel like I should be doing something bigger than I am. I feel like I should be spending 100% of my energy on these things that I, at my core, my true value in my values in life, believe in. And they are under attack. I feel like every single minute of my day, I should be putting my energy towards protecting them in any way, shape, or form that I can. That is not possible for any of us. It is absolutely just the worst thing you can do, is to be that consumed and not give yourself time to rest and recover and to enjoy the good things, and to let those good things re-energize you again and give you more energy to get back into the good fight. So there is so much data out there that when you are overwhelmed at work, just at work, right? Your job is so busy. One of the best things, one of the absolute best things you can do for yourself is to actually take your breaks. Do not just sit there and push through it if you're struggling with it. Walk away and take your break. Think about something else, let your mind reset, have a rest, and get back to it. There's also a lot of data out there that the more hours you work, the less productive you end up being. That if you stick to your 40 hours, if that's what your work week is, you can get more done than if you stay an extra 2-3 hours every night and feel like you're spinning your wheels. And the reason is you get practically nothing done in those hours where you're pushing yourself through tiredness, mental fog, all of those things that occur when you've worked too many hours in a row. So take that same principle and apply it to your life, because it does apply. Please forgive me if I do not get videos up twice a week. I do need to clear out my garden plot in the next few weeks. I think I have technically until the end of October, but if we're due for snow, it was like 80 something degrees out today, so I'm not, but it's Iowa, it could turn on an instant. There are still peppers growing, and I haven't cleaned out the other stuff like the squash bushes and the corn stalks and stuff. So I'll have at least one final video. I have to take down the fence. I have to take up the weed barrier from the side. So there's a bunch of stuff I do have to do. I was going to try and do some of that this weekend, and this morning just didn't work. I don't think I'll get to it tomorrow either. That's okay. So I hope, if you made it this far, thank you. You're one of the people I have thanked already in this video, but I'll say it again. Thank you. I hope you stick with me through this journey and these changes and the mix of content that I would still like to put up. And it's learning and growing. That's all it is. Nothing is set in stone. Nothing is forever. It's fun to learn. Even if it's small little things, it's fun to learn. All right. Thank you for being here. I will see you on the next one. Be kind to yourself.